10 minutes.
Okay, Ayo's coming in. We're gonna get started. Scott Ritchie, you're gonna be up first. We're on a limited time with Ayo.
Hey, y'all gotta fix my hair, bro. My hair don't be looking right.
It's okay. We can't really see it with the screen.
I know I don't like that, DB. Can you fix that,
Well, I can. I mean,
please?
hold on. Voila.
Good hair. Good hair.
Okay, Scott, you're up.
All right, I mean, I guess you guys were in practice, but I mean, have you been made aware at all what's happened in Washington, D.C.?
Oh yeah, I just actually just saw a video. I'm not fully educated on it, like I didn't read on it, but one of my teammates came to me and told me that about certain details I really didn't really read into it yet, but I heard it was horrible.
Okay, I just figured I needed to ask. Basketball wise, you guys have played, some the last two games were certainly different style than maybe the first three in Big Ten play, definitely more kind of grinded out. Having found ways to win both kinds, just how helpful is that moving forward through the rest of the season?
But it's very important, every game, and you're not going to score 100 points or 90s. It's not going to be all just free flowing, easy games. In the Big Ten, it's going to be games like Purdue and Indiana where you have teams who are well coached and they make it a rigged physical game. So you have to be able to find other ways to win, and we did that. Shooting, I believe, 60% from the free throw line, allowing them to go on, I believe, 19-0 run and still finding a way to come out on top and win, and protecting our home court is what's important. In the Big Ten, you really don't look at the outcome of the score. You look at, wins and losses, and, always when you can get a win, that's a blessing. And we're excited, and we're looking forward to get another win in Chicago tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, Ayo. Scott, I was going to ask the same question first. I think it's very appropriate. The other question I had planned for you, Ayo, is Coach says that you test every morning at 5 or 5:30, and when you have to play a game at 8 p.m., where do you find time to take a nap? Do you find time to take a nap?
Oh, yeah, I take a nap every day. I need a nap to really get my body in sync. I think when I take naps, whether it's 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, definitely naps allow me to feel fresh, feel rejuvenated, feel, just as fresh as possible to go out there and play as hard as I can. And Coach, he does a great job of looking at our schedule ahead. So whenever we play later games, we practice later. Like yesterday, we practice later because we have a 8 p.m. game tomorrow. So he gives us a few days to adjust our body.
And because even though you're very young, you're sort of a leader, one of the faces of the state of Illinois, really. When something is going on like what's going on in Washington today, do you think about what you need to say to people?
Definitely. I think it just starts with people who have a image, people who have a platform to express that platform. Like I said months ago when I talked about similar conversations, similar topics, it starts with people using their platform to just get it out to people. Have other people who, for example, if I post something on my Instagram, I have thousands of people who are watching it, thousands of people who are going to be intrigued with what I have to say. So, people who have a platform, getting information out, getting the right information out to people to help, turn the issue around. The issue won't be fixed in one day. It won't take 1 year. But it always starts with a step. So that's my advice. Just keep putting out the positive information out. That's one thing I love about, LeBron. He always speaks his mind. He always sets an example for not just the younger people, but the whole community, the whole world. And from what he said yesterday, him, Anthony Davis, I believe Wesley Matthews also, that got my attention. And now I'm trying to do the same thing, put the same message out and just keep spreading that way. And hopefully time by time, we can get the ignorant people out and, get more people with kind heart.
All right, thank you. I'll let others have a chance.
Hey,
Yeah, tomorrow is I believe the 12th game of a 26 game schedule. So you're kind of closing in somewhat on the halfway point of the regular season. Just curious of your evaluation of the team at this point so far.
I think so far we're getting better defensively. We're definitely getting better as a team. I think we're nowhere near our peak. I think we haven't peaked yet as a team. I still think there's areas we can improve on offensively and defensively. I think we're taking, major strides though on the defensive end to get better as a team. Talking more on defense, making those winning plays. I think I definitely see the improvement from, the Ohio game to Indiana and Purdue. But I think we have much more strides to make, and I think day by day we're getting better.
And how would you evaluate, what would you say is the main focus of what you can improve on as a team going? Is it defense, like you mentioned?
I don't just think it's defense. I think we're getting better defensively. I think now we're at the point where, it's a Big Ten. Everyone is going to know your actions. So now it's about guarding for one, definitely. Improving our defense, because I think we can be a top 5, top 3 defense in the country. I think right now we're like in the 20s. And then just execute on offensive end, because like I stated, every team is going to know our actions. Every team is going to, try to stop our actions, try to stop what I do best, try to stop what Kofi do best, and the whole team. And so now it's about running our action with pace. It's what our coaches emphasize a lot on: running with pace, running with speed, and still executing our actions.
Okay,
Ayo,
Scott, then Joey.
thank you. Ayo, thank you. Understandable if your mind is split in its attention right now, as it is for a lot of us. Looking back, you said a win's a win essentially, but how do you look at the 19-0 run and the free throw issues despite the win?
I mean, we got the win. That's the most important thing. You're never going to have a perfect game in basketball. So we as a program, as a team, coach emphasized on free throws. We got a lot of free throws up, over 200, 300. So, that issue really isn't bothering me. It's just going up there, being mentally strong enough to make them. And a 19-0 run, it comes with that. It's basketball. We were up, I believe, 13, and then Wheeler hit a 3, cut it 10. So we were playing great. We held them 29% in the first half. They came out in the second half on the road. They're a well-coached team. Coach Painter does a great job of, getting them to play hard. So, they weren't going to quit. And in college basketball, teams go on runs, especially teams that have the ability that Purdue does behind the 3, and they made a run. But at the end of the day, it's nothing to dwell on. We knew that they were going to make a run, just, getting in the gym, getting free throws up, and we got the wins. That's the most important thing. Now we're focused on Northwestern.
Brad said your offensive efficiency, which is really good, can be attributed to passing. Does it feel different in the flow of the game this year and how you guys are handling the ball compared to maybe more off dribble last year?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, I think this year we shooting the ball. We are shooting the ball definitely better from 3, and when I get the ball and I'm reading the defense, I get a lot of attention, coming down. Like, for example, in transition, whenever I got in transition, I'm coming down. I would hear Purdue say wall, wall, wall. So immediately I'm looking for, Adam, Trent, whoever it is for the kick out three, because I know the attention that I can cause, and I just try to, get my teammates involved and get them open looks and get them going. I was very excited to see Adam hit some, big shots in the second half, see that go in. That's great for him because I know he works hard, and our whole team works hard. So when I get in those positions, I get to, get in the paint. I'm looking to just try to make the best play possible for our team to win.
Just to be clear, I was referring to the team's offensive efficiency. I don't know if you were, not just yours, in passing.
All the teams. Oh, yeah. The team, yeah, like I said, we do a great job of we're shooting it much better. So, Carbello, when he gets in there, he's, making the right reads, and we get a lot of shots up as a team. We get a lot of shots up. So it's just, playing read and react basketball. We all high-level players. So whenever someone gets it, the other four players, I trust them that they make the best decision for the team.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Joey.
I wanted to follow up a little bit on that because you guys are number 6, I believe, in Ken Palm offensive efficiency, which is as high as Coach Underwood has had since that year at Oklahoma State. And what do you attribute that to? What feels like is working collectively offensively?
We just go out there and play. Just go out there and play. Coach really doesn't give us, limitations or restrictions. He just allows us to go out there and play, do what you do best, and just not turn the ball over. And we do a great job of that. And our practices and we run over plays, they really be on us a lot of running with speed, running with pace. When we get in a game, it becomes much easier.
And I think he talked about, is it pace, space, and I'm missing one here. Or race, maybe. Just there's 3 words you guys have in practice that effectively talk about getting in transition, popping in the half court, and spacing correctly. How does that help you guys and kind of unlock things offensively?
It helps us a lot because he really just strives on, if you have it, if it's your shot or if it's your time to break the defender down, do it. If not, swing the ball, let someone else make a play, get in there, make the right read, jump stop, just playing fundamental basketball. And I think we have a lot of high-level guys around us, and our chemistry is evolving day by day. So I think it's helping us make better decisions, and it's causing our offensive efficiency to rise.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Okay, Nico.
Yeah, Ayo, I'm sure you're not quite looking ahead that far, but I know you guys have plans for a deep March or a deep run come March. What was your reaction like to seeing that the entire NCAA tournament is going to take place in Indiana on some courts that you should be pretty familiar with as well?
I was excited when I heard the news, just to hear, not having an NCAA tournament last year, just to hear that we have a date set. I was very excited to hear that. It actually gives me, more motivation to, try to finish the season off as strong as possible, enjoy these days, not look ahead, but, knowing that, okay, we have an NCAA tournament and we know where it's going to be at. It's definitely, as a competitor, my dream to play in the NCAA tournament definitely was exciting to hear.
Kyle.
Hey, Ayo, thanks for talking today with everything going on. I was looking at some of your game logs freshman year, and you really didn't start to see a lot of success until late December, kind of around that same time that Adam could start to see some. How have you kind of mentored him throughout this season as he's kind of gone through some freshman growing pains? Because you guys have kind of a similar story and how you arrived at Illinois and everything.
I'll just tell Adam keep his head up. I tell Adam that I was in his shoes before, and that it's going to be a roller coaster. Never get too high, never get too low. Even when he had 28 against I believe the first game we played, North Carolina A&T, I believe. Yeah, I told him never get too high, never get too low. Never really, don't try to listen to the media. Just try to keep staying focused, stay locked in the gym, keep focusing on your craft. Because there's going to be days where, you might not play it to your full potential or how you thought you should have played. But next play mentality, he puts a lot of work into the gym. So, anytime he has a bad game, I'm never worried about him because I know he put the hard work in, it's going to show, and he does that.
I said this morning that you guys work out a lot together in the gym. Is there anything that you specifically are working on with him? Maybe it's mental, physical, whatever it might be in Oven.
Yeah, we just work on our game. He's a great player. He loves the game, just how I do. He's a student of the game. So, we just go in there, we just turn music on, we just black out. Just get to working on our craft, working on our game.
Last quick one. What kind of music are you guys listening to in there?
It'd be a mixture of everything. It all depends.
Any specific artist?
No, I don't be no specific. Well, probably me and him, we both love NBA YoungBoy, so it'd be a lot of YoungBoy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Okay, Gavin.
Hey, Ayo. Northwestern's a team that got off to a pretty decent start this year. They played some really good teams close in their losses. What are you seeing from them in what they've been able to do well?
Northwestern, they're a well-coached team, like I stated. Coach Collins is one of my favorite coaches, of course, not who's not on his coaching staff, but he's one of my favorite coaches, in the country. Just his personality, everything about him. I love everything about him, the way he handles things, the way he runs plays. So he gets his team playing the game, at a high level. He lets his guards go out there and play, have fun. They play a lot of read and react basketball. So, it's going to be definitely going to be tough, on that side of things, of guarding them, because they run a lot of action. They run 5 out. Unless they their starting 5 is pretty much all read and react basketball, so it can cause some confusions for most teams. But I think we'll be locked in to defend them well. But they're a great team. Like you said, they've been in dog fights with teams. They beat a lot of good teams, so we're excited.
And then obviously DeMonte has been shooting the ball really well. He kind of said, he hasn't really changed that much. He's just put up a lot of shots. I'm wondering what you've seen from him, and if you've seen, him change anything, or really anything inside him change in this stretch now where he's doing really well.
No, he just went to sleep and he just woke up and he started shooting real good. No, but he put a lot of work in the game. When you see someone shooting over 60%, 65%, it's only one thing that can cause that's reps. He puts a lot of reps in confidence. He's a senior. He works hard. He's a great kid. Does everything right, and he's getting rewarded.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have time only here for one more question.
Hey, Ayo. Off the court, what kind of things are you doing with your teammates to kind of bond? Kofi said they got a Nintendo Switch. I know you're a big video games guy. Have you been playing that with them?
Oh, we really don't see each other a lot off the court, due to COVID. But we hear a lot in the gym. We just play a lot of games in the gym, a lot of just shooting competition games, horse, things of that nature. Because off the court, we try to be model definition of doing the right thing. So, we just pretty much go home. We would probably play Fortnite together, but we never actually be around each other just due to COVID.
Okay. All righty, guys. Thank you for your time, Ayo, and that'll wrap us up today. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks, Ayo.